ويوم القيامة يردون إلى أشد العذاب. He goes, on Yawm al-Qiyamah, on the day of judgment, Allah will return you and you will be consigned to the most grievous of torments. The most grievous and the most painful of punishments. And this is for what? Picking and choosing from the book. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never left it unaddressed. Allah addressed it for us. So now we need to think to ourselves, it's very important to live by halal haram. No doubting that. Yeah? And we should know what is the hukum for any action we do. But we need to prioritize what are the important issues in Islam. And we know the blood of Muslims spilling, one drop, is amongst the highest of importance, the highest level of importance. We know that this unity of the Muslims is of the highest level of importance. We know not living by Sharia is of the highest of importance. We know abandoning, picking and choosing from the book, yeah, not implementing Islam totally, we know is of the highest importance to ensure that we do that. So therefore, what should our focus be? Our focus should be on the fundamental issues that we need to address. And as for the other issues, have a view towards them. But don't let them consume your thinking. Okay,
Jazakallah, Jamanachi. Okay, brothers, we'll open the floor for questions or any comments you'd like to make. There is a sheet going out. Want to make any questions, brother, over there? Yeah.
Jazakallah for the talk. I just want to ask, you know the Pakistani army, I've heard stories about atrocities that have been committed against people there. Can you clarify on that? Were there any atrocities that were committed? All I hear is like snippets and stuff.
What do you mean by atrocities?
Like killing women and children, indiscriminate bombings and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, there's many examples of that. I mean, the example I gave, it was a longer article, yeah? I didn't explain everything in there, but they are indiscriminately bombing in Swat, yeah? Even the people who have nothing to do with anything are being bombed, they're being killed, yeah? So they're saying we're fighting the Taliban, which is a lie, yeah? They're fighting America's battle. America wants the people in Pakistan, yeah? They don't like that the people want Islam, Sharia, yeah? And in Swat, they were trying to implement some type of Sharia, yeah, but we know it wasn't complete, we know it wasn't Sharia. They just picked one or two parts, again, picking and choosing from the book. But nonetheless, the average person, he wants to live by Islam. And the Americans, the Pakistani army at the command of the Americans were told, go and destroy this. Go and destroy this. Yeah, so there was indiscriminate bombing. Yeah, as in atrocities, women, like I said, women, you know, like I said, there were corpses on the floor. The fact that we don't even have a number, how many people were killed, is because there is nobody, people are so afraid to go back to Swat, in case they get killed, they're leaving it. No one's going there. So we don't even know how many people have been killed. But what we do know is 1 million people have had to leave Swat because of the killings. 1 million people. That is a massive number. And they've left Swat, yeah, to go and find some shelter somewhere else. Yeah? So the atrocities that have been taking place are unbelievable.
Assalamu alaikum. I remember when I was young, when I was at school, and unfortunately me and my other Muslim friends, we used to go teething in the shops and that. When we used to go to the shops, we used to also teeth our lunch. And when we used to teeth our lunch, when we came out one time, I remember, one of my friends, he stole some chicken sandwich, or something like this. And I was like, Astaghfirullah. I was saying, that's haram, you can't eat that. And he was like, I said, nah, how can you eat that, so and so? That's haram, what you just, you know, you're eating and all that stuff. And I was going into it. And then only years later, I just remembered, what an idiot I was. We stole the food, it wasn't haram in itself. The fact that he ate a chicken sandwich was haram. And you know, this is the situation we find ourselves with the KFC issue. That people get so obsessed with this issue, even people that have got interest mortgages. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declared war on those who have interest mortgages. They'll be obsessed about whether it's halal or not. And people who sell, you know, haram food, they'll be obsessed whether it's halal or not. And this is the unfortunate situation that we find ourselves with. People, you know, one thing is definitely, you know, you can't go near, but all the other things which are far worse, they enjoy them freely without any bad conscience.
You know, there's an example, like for example, there'll be a guy, yeah, and a girl, and they're going out with each other, and they're both Muslim, so they're not married, girlfriend, boyfriend. So they're doing whatever, all things under the sun, yeah. And you know, he's taking her out. You know, they're gonna go to a nice restaurant, and they go to McDonald's, yeah. And you know, he'll ask her something like, you know, what do you want? Yeah, and he's cool. He'll eat whatever. Yeah, but she's like, nah, no way, man. How can you eat that stuff? That's not right. You know, that's really bad. You shouldn't be eating, you know, Big Mac. You know, it's not halal. They didn't cut it properly, etc. You see, there's a clear contradiction here, isn't it? Yeah. Clear contradiction. You're picking and choosing from the book. Allah condemned that. You can't pick and choose from. And there's so many other examples. People, for example, they're bunning. Yeah, they're smoking weed. Yeah, they smoke weed. That's cool. But you know what? I would never touch alcohol. That's just messed up. Or he may even eat, let's say, food that's not halal. It's not cut in the correct way. In origin, the food's allowed, like cow or sheep. It's allowed to eat that, but it has to be cut in the correct way. And he doesn't eat, even if it's not. He'll go to McDonald's, he'll go to KFC, regardless. But if you say bring pig, he'll be like, that's messed up, man. You guys are messed up. You see? And each person has a different thing. So you might meet 10 different guys. This guy will never drink. Yeah? He will never drink, but he buns. This guy over here, yeah? You know, he won't, for example, he won't do zina, yeah? But he'll steal, yeah? This guy over here has no problems beating up another Muslim, yeah? But you know what? That's messed up, man. These guys, man, how they drink alcohol, man. They're seriously screwed up, yeah? What values are they? It's just confusing. Like, is there a different Quran? Is there a different Islam somewhere that has these different things? There's not. There's only one Islam. And one of the things was, the people who did, when we recite Surah Fatiha, we recite Surah Fatiha every single day in our prayers, yeah? So, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayri al-maghdubi alayhim, wala ad-dallin. Who are these people when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ghayri al-maghdubi alayhim? Those people who earned the anger of Allah. Who are these people? They are the Jews. And what did they do? And how did they earn the anger of Allah? They would pick and choose from the book. They'd pick something from here, they take this. So for instance, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them, yeah, do not, yeah, He told them, do not take usury. Do not take, riba, interest. It's haram, it was haram for them. So what did they say? They're like, okay, let's see what we can do. So they decide, alright, we won't take riba, interest from ourselves, but the people who are kuffar, i.e. not Jew, will take riba from them. They started justifying it. So now they, if someone gave interest to another Jewish person, they'd be like, that's messed up, man. You guys are messed up. Yeah? But, give it to a non-Jew, that's cool. You know what I mean? They deserve it anyway. Yeah? But the point here is that, look, this is what they were like. They would pick and choose from the book. So they would be the ones who hated it. If you gave interest to another Jewish person, they would be like, you know what I mean, that's messed up, what are you doing? But they don't mind picking and choosing from the book. Point is, for us not to earn the anger of Allah, and like in the ayah that I mentioned, yeah, for us not to do it, we can't pick and choose from the book. You can't say, I'm going to practice some parts of Islam that I like. Yeah, or easy, you might never like them actually. Because it doesn't work like you do the things that you like and you don't. For example, I'm sure a lot of people would like to eat some things that are not halal. But you think, no, I can't do that. Why is it we've got these different values? It's not from Islam. It's not Islamic.
Let's open the floor up a bit, yeah? We come across a lot of people like that. They pick and choose between different stuff. I mean, why do you think they do things like that? Why do you think that, I know a friend that went to the restaurant with a bit of alcohol on him, and goes to the waiter, excuse me, is your chicken halal? No, seriously, this happens. Why do you think they do that? What is it? What's going on? What's the thing that motivates or tells them, look, keep away from that, I'll do this? Any ideas, guys?
Culture.
Culture. Well, guys, open up, bruv. I'm sure you have some background there.
I think it's because they don't understand Islam. They've been told from a young age that is haram, drinking is haram. But it's just little snippets of Islam they've been given. And they may stick to certain things, other things they may know, but it benefits them more not to stick to it, as they kind of put it at the back of their mind. If you question them on it, they'll say, yeah, I know it's haram, but that's just the way it is.
Anyone else?
I think one of the things is people want to fit in because the atmosphere around them is most probably a circle of friends. Maybe all of them are blazing, smoking.